1 minute.
This call is now being recorded.
So these are the auxiliaries, primary and modal auxiliaries that we had learned in this lesson. Main verbs and helping verbs. Then these are the verbs that we had learned: do, does, did, have, has, had. Then we had solved exercise with modal auxiliaries. This was the table of modal auxiliaries that we had learned, if you remember. Then exercise 4 we had solved lastly. Remember or not?
Yes.
If you remember this page, I think so. The last sentence was, why will anyone want to harm you? So I hope you
Yes.
recalled. We have
Yes.
completed till here. Right. So we shall continue from the next page of the same lesson. 4 exercises we had completed. Now further explanation. So what is the topic? Transitive and intransitive verbs. Transitive verbs and intransitive verbs. Now I'll teach you the concept of transitive verbs and intransitive verbs, and I will be asking questions. So how many of you heard that? Say yes. How many of you heard what I said just now? First, I'll show what are transitive verbs, intransitive verbs, and I'll be asking questions on the same topic. You get me?
Yes. Yes.
Only 2 boys said yes. What about others?
Yes, sir.
3. Nayani, then Bhimani. What about you all?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 4. So I'll show the presentation what is the difference between transitive and intransitive verb. So that is the question. This question I will ask you today after a few minutes after I explain this topic. What is the difference between a transitive and intransitive verb? So first thing, remember, transitive verbs and intransitive verbs are action verbs, but intransitive verbs do not have a direct object. Intransitive verbs, they don't have an object, whereas transitive verbs, they do have an object. Now what is object? We are not talking about science. We are not talking about any object. But in grammar, what is an object? I think you have learned about subject, verb, and
Subject,
object.
object. Yes.
SVO in short. That is how a sentence is made. So I will give you a sentence. Can you find me the subject, verb, and object in that sentence?
Yes.
Okay. For example, I play Ludo. What is subject, verb, and object?
I is subject and play is verb and object is Ludo.
Okay. Now this was an easy sentence, but how did you find out the object? What is the trick to find out the object in all the sentences? That trick is applicable. How will you find out object? If I give you any sentence, whether bigger or smaller or harder or easier, what is the question that you will ask to the verb and you will get an object? That is the short trick. Anyone? See, for example,
What do
I
you
play
mean?
Yes. So first we have to find out the verb. most important thing is verb. I play Ludo. So the verb is play. Now ask the question
What
what.
do you play?
What do you play? What? So main the keyword is what. When you ask the question what, you will get object. And which kind of object will that be? That will be direct object. Remember, there are two types of objects, direct object and indirect object. But for direct object, you have to ask the question what. What do I play? Ludo. Whom? The second question is whom, whom, whom. For that you will get an indirect object. When you ask the question whom, whom, you will get you will get indirect object. But in this sentence there is no indirect object. So remember these two keywords. And if object is there in the sentence, it is intransitive. Because object is not there in the sentence, it is intransitive.
Sorry, your
In
voice
the
is
sentence.
not coming.
And if what?
Coming now, it is coming. Your voice was not coming before.
Acha, okay. So I said when object is there, it is transitive verb. But when object is not there in the sentence, it is intransitive verb. Understood the difference now?
Yes,
See examples. Number one, the children arrived last night. Now what is the verb over here?
arrived
Arrived. Ask the question what? The children arrived what? The children arrived whom? Do you get an answer?
last night.
No, but it is the answer for when. Do you
When
get
the
an answer?
children arrived.
I am. I said only two questions you have to ask. What or whom? Do you get an answer for what or whom?
Whom did arrive? The children.
The children arrived what? No answer is given. The children arrived whom? No answer is given. So for what or whom there is no answer. There is no other question. Don't ask when, where, why. No. Only what or whom. So do you get answer for what or whom? Yes or no?
No. No.
No. So that is intransitive word.
Intransitive.
Yes, arrived is intransitive verb because object is not there. Next,
Yes.
see, what about this one? What is the verb and which kind of verb is it?
The little boy cried for 20 minutes. Cried is the word.
Which kind of verb?
Intransitive.
Why?
Because there is no object.
Yes. So are others, do you all understand?
Yes.
Sufyan, Azil, Jabbar. This one, tell me, what is the verb and which kind of verb?
Left is the verb and it is intransitive verb.
Yes. So these are some examples. These verbs are always in intransitive because you will never get an object with these verbs. Arrive, lie, sneeze, depart, die. All these are some examples of intransitive verbs which will never take an object with them. Okay, now here there is a question. Some verbs are there which can be transitive also and intransitive also. See, first one and the second one. Tell me what is the verb in the first one and the second one, and which one is transitive and which one is intransitive.
He always eats 5:30 in the morning. Eat is a verb and object is in the morning.
Why? In the
No, sir,
morning?
no, sir. Intransitive. Intransitive.
Because in the morning is time. You have to ask the question when. But we cannot ask the question when.
Yes, it is intransitive.
What about the second one?
He ate all the hot dogs. Ate is the verb, and hot dog is object, transitive verb.
Hot dog is object. Hot dogs.
Yes,
Ate is the verb. Is it transitive? Ate.
yes.
Is it? Yes. What did he eat? So we get the answer hot dogs. Then tell me the difference between these two. Within 30 seconds, I want the answer.
I always study in the morning. Or study is verb and morning is not an object. So it is intransitive. Number two, I always study English in the morning. I always study is a verb and English is object. First is intransitive and second one is transitive.
Yeah. But what is transitive and what is intransitive? The verb is transitive and the verb is intransitive. When you say transitive or intransitive, you are not talking about the sentence. I hope you know that. We are talking about the verbs. We are dealing with the verbs because the name of the lesson itself is the verb. So in the
First
first,
one is intransitive verb and second one is transitive verb.
okay, next. Now I want you to take screenshot of this one. Read this side.
Yes, sir. An easy way to figure out if the verb is transitive or intransitive is to find the subject and the verb and ask what or whom.
Yes. So I taught you the same thing, isn't it?
Yes.
For direct object, you have to ask the question what. For indirect object, you have to ask the question whom. If you don't get the answer for either one, then the verb is
Intransitive verb.
intransitive. Transitive, nahi, intransitive. Come again. Repeat that.
Intransitive.
Good. So here it is written if you cannot get the answer for the questions what or whom, the verb is intransitive.
Intransitive.
So now quiz for all of you. There will be 10 sentences coming up one by one. You will tell me whether it is transitive or intransitive. Am I clear?
Okay.
Yes.
Let's see who gives the answer first and the correct.
She went to the airport. Went is the object, verb and
Verb is already underlined. You just have to tell me transitive.
Transitive.
intransitive verb.
Yes, Sufyan, what did you say?
Intransitive verb.
Intransitive.
Intransitive.
You changed your opinion, Sufyan.
First I asked what, and now I ask whom.
She went what or whom? No answer. Object is not given.
Yes.
Intransitive verb.
See the answer.
Correct.
Next.
I like to eat in the morning. Intransitive verb. Intransitive.
Sure.
Sure.
लॉक किया जाए.
Yes. Correct.
आप 1 करोड़ जीतते हो.
The children walk 3 miles to school. Transitive verb.
How can you say whether it is transitive?
Transitive.
But why?
No, sir, it is intransitive because there is no question answer.
Sure.
There is no answer of the questions. Yes,
Sure.
sure. Sure.
Others are not giving answers, so others don't understand, I suppose. So good. Sahil, your answer was correct.
Yes,
Fourth,
sir. I put my purse under the table.
Intransitive.
Intransitive. Intransitive verb.
Intransitive.
read it carefully. If it is intransitive or transitive, then you tell me. Ask the question what or
Transitive,
who
transitive, sir.
to the verb
Transitive
who.
verb. Under the table.
Under the table, that is place.
Yes. Intransitive.
But that is not the object.
Intransitive.
Wait, read the sentence carefully. Think
I
properly.
put I put my purse. What? My purse. Object.
Yes,
Yes. My purse.
exactly.
Transitive.
Which kind of object?
Transitive verb.
Verb is transitive, but which kind of object is there in the sentence?
Indirect.
Indirect.
Direct.
Direct. You have to ask the question what? What did I
Yes.
put? My purse. I put what? My purse. So when you get the answer for what, it is direct object and the verb put is transitive verb. Next. See, the answer is correct. Purse is object, so it is highlighted. Number 5. Now there are 3 in number 5. So read it properly, take your time and then give me the answer.
Okay,
Because
sir.
there will be 3 answers. All the 3 cannot be transitive, all the 3 cannot be intransitive even either. So you need to tell me whether the first, second and third, whether they are transitive or intransitive verbs. My hopes for a picnic died when I looked outside and saw the cloudy sky. Let me see who gets all.
Intransitive, transitive, and transitive. 2 times transitive and 1 time intransitive verb.
In sequence you have
Verb.
to tell me. For example,
First is intransitive verb. Second is transitive verb. Third is also transitive verb.
okay. So you said ITT, correct?
Yes.
What about others? Let me see who gets all the 3 answers correct. It's not compulsory that all the 3 answers of Sahil are correct. I'm waiting for others to give me the answers.
No, sir. IIT.
Okay, so now you will not be allowed to change. You one time you change. Now
IIT.
IIT.
Confirm.
Okay. What about others? Yes, Mohammed. What do you want to speak?
Yes, sir.
Answer. Where's Sufyan?
Sir, Sahil is right.
Azil, Muhammad Ali, Shabbar. Where are all of you? Sleepy?
Yes.
Azil left.
Yes, sir.
So only one boy gave the answer. IIT.
Sir,
Very
your
good.
voice is breaking.
See, in girls, in the previous lecture, I asked the
Correct.
same sentence and I did not get all the three correct. But in boys, one boy gave the answer, and I'm very proud of you that all the three answers are correct. IIT, intransitive, and transitive. Because in the third one, object is given sky, and so what? Sky. But in the first two objects are not given, so they are intransitive verbs. Died and looked. Number six.
Yes. I sneeze whenever I come near your cat.
Carefully read it twice. First, it will seem something else, and then you read it, you will change your answer. So only once you will be allowed to give answer. Now I want at least three students to give the answer for this.
Intransitive, transitive. IT.
Okay. Okay. Mohammed, what about you?
IT, sir.
Okay. Yes, Shabbar, Sufyan, Muhammad Ali.
Sleeping.
Sorry, but this time one mistake. The second one is intransitive. Why did you say the second one is transitive?
Sir, I come near your cat. Whom cat? Hello, sir.
See, I come where? What का थोड़ी हुआ?
Yes, near
Got
your
it?
cat, near your cat. If you ask when,
Near your cat. That's the place. Next, number
near
seven.
is the place. The boys played with the puppy for more than 3 hours.
Tell me the answer.
Transitive, transitive word.
Why?
Transitive, sir.
Because whom? The boy played with whom? With the puppies.
But whom did the boys play? Whom? With whom is not the question.
Puppy.
Whom did the boys play? Whom you will not get answer. But when you ask with whom, then you will get the answer. So it is intransitive.
Okay, sir.
Number eight.
I roasted I roasted the vegetables on the grill.
Intransitive.
Transitive.
Okay, two different answers we have got. Is there anyone else who wants to give the answer?
No, me too only.
Yes, it seems like that. So, Mohammed, you have to check the answer because it is transitive. What did I roast? The vegetables. So, answer of what
Vegetables,
given
yes.
direct object is there? Vegetables. 9.
Okay, sir.
I visit my grandmother every Thursday.
Carefully read it.
Transitive.
Okay.
I visit whom? I visit whom? My grandmother.
Okay. Then, Mohammed, what do you want to say?
Yes, sir. 2 minutes. Sir, transitive.
Yes, good. Whom do I visit? My grandmother.
Yes.
Indirect object is there. And see, I will give you one hint. Most of the times, in indirect object, you will get a person or an animal, living beings. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
See that underline are two, but the word is only one. It is only one word. Drop off. Like you pick up someone and you drop off someone on your vehicle like that. It is only one verb. Dropped off. So tell me whether it is
Transitive word. First is transitive. They
both.
dropped home me.
Both are one word.
It is
One
one
word.
word. It is phrasal verb. Remember we have done phrasal verb.
Yes.
Carry on, switch off, like that. Two verbs together. Two words are joined together. One is verb and one is preposition. Joined together, it becomes a phrasal verb.
So we can join. Drop
It is
down.
already joined. It is already joined. Drop off. Like किसी को pick up करना या drop off करना, like that.
Transitive.
Transitive. Okay. Then what is the object?
Me.
What?
Sir, my house is the object. Transitive.
House is
house.
object.
They dropped
House.
off what? They dropped off what? My house. At my house. वो तो place है.
8 p.m.
It is time. Where did they drop me? At my house. At what time or when? At 8 p.m. तो where का when का आंसर थोड़ी पूछा है.
Me.
Yes.
Dad. Me.
I
Me
was
is the
expecting.
object.
I was expecting this
Transitive.
1 minute back, but now you give me the answer. Me. It is indirect object. They dropped off. Whom did they drop? Me.
Me.
So check the answer. Me
Yes. Me.
as an object. So any questions now?
No.
No.
Is it correct? Means did you all understand?
Yes.
Yes.
So now we'll not read because we saw many examples. Just read these sentences, not aloud to me, but you just go through this. All these are transitive. See, the verbs are highlighted, and all was because every object is there. For example, the boy flew what? Kite.
A kite.
What? Cricket. So all these sentences are given over here in the table. Sentences are, the man killed what? The tiger. The boy flew what? A kite. See the last one. The thief stole what? The jewels. So objects are given. So all these verbs are called which type of verbs?
Transitive word.
Okay. So here is the definition you have to learn. The verb which shows an action that passes over from the subject to object is called transitive verb. Then see, in some sentences there are two verbs. Mother bought me a gift. See, I will show you over here. It is given in the tabular form. Two objects are there in some sentences. Mother bought what? A gift. Whom did she buy? Gift me. So that is indirect object. He asked what? A question. Whom did he ask? Me. So
Me.
these are the
And
sentences
what we bought? A gift.
where you get direct object also and indirect object also. For direct object, what is the question that you have to ask?
Oh, what?
And for indirect,
Whom?
yes. You have to ask the question whom and you will get indirect object. And if there is no object, then
Intransitive word.
Intransitive.
Any doubt in this table?
No.
Any
No.
sentence?
No.
No.
Because I may ask
No.
from the example. So can you pick out the transitive verbs for me and also the direct and indirect objects in these sentences? Because in exercise 5, the heading itself is given that pick out the transitive verbs. Means all the verbs are transitive. So first of all, you will tell me what is the verb, and then you will tell me what is the direct or indirect object.
Okay.
Okay?
Them and outing is them is
What?
them is indirect object and outing is direct object.
What is the verb?
Sir, promise.
Yeah.
Promise.
Object?
Promised is transitive one.
Yes.
Object are them and outing.
Yeah.
Them is indirect and outing is direct
Yeah.
object.
He promised what? An outing. Whom did he promise? He promised them. So an outing is direct object. Them is
Direct.
indirect object. Okay. This way you will write. You will write in the tabular form as I have shown you. Number 2. Quick.
So in number 2, paid is verb and the man is indirect object. Some money is direct object.
Very good, Sahil. Some money is direct object. Man is indirect object. Paid is the verb. Number 3.
Give is verb. Refugees is indirect object and some shelter is direct object.
Very good. Number 4.
Wrote is a verb. Father is indirect object and a letter is direct object.
Excellent. Now last one for today.
Land is verb. Money is indirect object and some money is direct object.
Some money is direct object. Indirect object
Yes.
is.
Him.
So rest 5 can you do on your own?
Yes.
But you will not underline like this. How will you write it in the book?
Table.
See this way. ये what और home नहीं लिखना है. Okay? This way I want you to write. But don't need to write subject. Don't write subject.
Okay.
What will you write? Verb, indirect
Verb,
object.
indirect object and direct object.
Am I clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Any doubt?
No.
No doubt.
Good. So first 5 we have done. 1 to 5, 6 to 10 in homework. Also 1 to 5 you have to
Okay.
write in the tabular form. PDF I will send. Yes, Sufyan. This PDF I will send from exercise number 5. 1 to 4 PDF I have sent. Exercise 1 to 4 I think.
Yes.
Yes. So the half of the lessons PDF which is pending I will be sending today. Any questions?
Okay, sir. No, sir.
No,
No.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Welcome.
Take care and don't go outside still. The situation outside is not yet normal.
Yes.
Please stay inside. Except for work, don't go outside.
Okay, sir. Bye. Have a nice day. Take care.
Keep washing your hands and take meals thrice in a day.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye,
Sir,
sir.
bye.
Bye.
Nice day.
Bye. Bye.